You walk into a packed subway car. Every seat is taken. Strangers press against your shoulder. Your phone battery is low, your headphones are in, and you feel completely relaxed. Now imagine the opposite. An empty parking garage at night. No one around, no noise, just you and your echoing footsteps. Your heart starts pounding. Nothing dangerous happened in either scenario. No threat, no alarm, no reason to be scared. But your body reacted like it knew something you didn't. The crowd felt safe. The silence felt like a warning. Why? The real answer is far stranger than crowds are safer statistically. Your brain isn't running the numbers. It's running a program written hundreds of thousands of years before subways, parking garages, or the concept of statistics even existed. Your ancestors didn't fear being alone because being alone felt lonely. They feared it because being alone used to mean dying. For most of human history, survival wasn't an individual project. A person by themselves in the open grassland of the Pleistocene had almost no chance against a leopard, a hyena pack, or a rival group. But a person surrounded by 20 others, 20 pairs of eyes watching the horizon, 20 sets of ears listening for movement in the grass. The math of survival changed completely. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar spent decades studying this. He proposed what's now called the social brain hypothesis. The idea that the human brain didn't grow large because we needed to solve math problems or build tools. It grew large because we needed to track relationships. Who could you trust? Who owed you a favor? Who might betray you to another group? Dunbar found something else, too. Humans naturally organize into groups of a certain size. Around 5 people for your closest circle. Around 15 for people you'd call close friends. Around 150 for your outer social world. The people whose names you'd still recognize. That number, 150, shows up everywhere. In hunter-gatherer bands, in military companies, in small villages before modern cities existed. It's not a coincidence. It's a number your brain was built around. So when you step into a crowd, even a crowd of total strangers, something ancient activates. Your nervous system doesn't calculate, these people are unrelated to me and owe me nothing. It registers something simpler: bodies, movement, density, group. And group, to a brain shaped by 2 million years of evolution, still means protection. But here's where it gets stranger. The opposite of the crowd, isolation, doesn't just feel uncomfortable to your ancient brain. It feels dangerous. Not emotionally dangerous, physically dangerous. The psychologist John Cacioppo built an entire research career around this idea. He studied loneliness not as a mood, but as a biological alarm system, similar to hunger or thirst. His research found that chronic loneliness raises stress hormones, disrupts sleep, and even weakens the immune system. The body responds to prolonged isolation the way it responds to a wound. Think about that for a second. Being alone doesn't just make you sad, your body treats it like an injury. That's because, for most of human history, it basically was one. A lone human on the savannah wasn't just missing companionship, they were missing a warning system, a missing set of eyes on a stalking predator, a missing pair of hands during a fight. Isolation was a countdown, not a feeling, so your body still runs that countdown, even now. Even in a locked apartment with a security system and a phone that can call for help in seconds, some ancient part of your nervous system doesn't know that. It only knows alone, exposed, unguarded. That's why the subway feels calm and the empty garage feels charged with danger, even though today, statistically, the opposite might actually be true. Crowded places have more of almost everything. More noise, more unpredictable strangers, more chances something could go wrong. But your amygdala isn't reading today's crime statistics. It's reading a script written by circumstances that no longer exist. Here's the twist that changes everything, though. It's not just about numbers. It's about behavior. The researcher Bib Latane studied something called social impact theory. How being part of a group changes the way people act and feel, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. One of his most famous findings involves something almost the opposite of safety. The more people who witness an emergency, the less likely any single person is to help. It's called diffusion of responsibility. If you're the only person who sees someone collapse on the street, you act immediately. But if there are 20 people around, everyone assumes someone else will step in. Everyone hesitates. Sometimes nobody moves at all. So crowds make you feel safer. But they don't always make you safer. That gap between feeling and reality is the whole street.